अभी आराम आता है थोड़ा तो बहुत परेशान हो उसको क्या ये बोलना था टाइम टू टाइम था
ये क्या है, हम जो दरवाजे में आ जाते हैं दरवाजा ले जाते हैं
जब दरवाजे के लगे
पहले थोड़ा लग गया था, फिर दरवाजा पर लग गया। मैं उसको थोड़ा डेटल में साफ करके चला गया, कुछ नहीं हुआ।
वो पानी स्प्रे करो अपने डायबिटीज वालों को थोड़ा ध्यान रखा डायबिटीज वालों को ज़्यादा ध्यान रखा तो थोड़ा भी लगेगा ना
अभी नाखून तो इसमें काटना है, नहीं ब्लेड खतरा है।
नहीं ब्लेड तो नहीं
अभी आप लोगों का अब्रो हो गया ना,
हो गया वो थोड़ा बहुत
हो गया सबको। Okay, good morning children. Today we will read a new chapter. Okay. Ayan joined, Bharati joined, Dhruv joined, Gurdeep, Manali. Movements. Page number 37. Page number 37. You please open, children. So this is a young man's plight in case of a natural disaster. Okay, good morning children. Please start. Open the text. Till 2 minutes are there. Let other children join. Okay, please join one by one. Please open. Open. So this is a story of super cyclone. 1999 in Odisha, where Yasima is a place in Odisha, my native place. So I can explain that in a better manner because I was experiencing the storm myself. So a big cyclonic storm came in Andaman and Nicobar. Later on it was shifted to Bay of Bengal. So the epicenter was Odisha. So there was great problem. I have seen also because my son was born at that time in 1999 during the super cyclone. Okay, so that's why I remember the night very well. So that night what happened, all the trees were uprooted. Yes, I was there also, and my son was born. Okay, children. So in 1999 super cyclone, my son was born. So I have experienced the storm. The storm was very great. So first what happened, light drizzle started. The drizzle means slight rain. Then the wind speed increased. So it increased so much that all the big trees were uprooted and trees were flying. Trees were flying in the air. And I have seen also my scooter remained outside. I could not bring it inside. So we remained inside through the window. All the window panes were broken. And all the tin shelters, they were flying in the sky. Tin was flying in the sky. It was advised not to go out because your neck may be cut. The wind speed was highest, and also all the big trees, they were uprooted, and also cows, small calves I have seen flying in the air. They could not be saved. And for almost 1 month, there was no electricity. 30 days. So we were in the hospital with great difficulty. We were bringing water from the borewell and also using candlelight. In hospital also there was no current. So electricity was not there, water was not there, doctor was not there. North was not there. Such was the difficult times. Nothing was available. The roads were blocked by trees. With great difficulty, we were reaching the hospital, and we somehow managed the problem. It was great problem. Thousands of people were killed. Thousands of animals were killed, and the dead bodies were rotting here and there. There was bad smell in the air for days together. So there was shortage of the essential grains. The government gave money, government gave food grains, and government also gave cooked food. So it was very difficult time. I came to take food and wanted to go to hospital at 9:30. I could not go. I stayed inside a temple. So I have seen the tin seeds were flying, like Lord Vishnu Sudarshan Chakra, you know. Sudarshan Chakra, whoever will come, his head will be cut. So like this, no, tin seeds were flying in the air, and the air was producing a bitter noise. It was so horrible. That's why the 99 storm, till now people have not recovered. Any storm is coming, they are getting afraid, remembering that storm in 1999. Okay, so in this way it was very dangerous, and thousands of people were killed, thousands were displaced, animals were killed, and animal and human dead bodies were floating in the water. So this experience is very terrific. So it is also, you know, cyclonic storm, how it is caused, because there are many reasons. For example, due to in geography, you might have read, if due to some reason, if the land becomes hot, to fill the vacuum, air from other areas, they flow towards it. So when they flow from the sea, they bring water vapor with them. So these water vapor causes rainfall, and together they form the cyclonic storm, and they cause a lot of destruction. So cyclonic storm is basically a depression storm. Depression. Due to depression it is caused. So Ersema is in Cuttack district of Orissa, and in 1999, Orissa witnessed a very severe cyclonic storm. All the electric poles were uprooted. All the tin houses, thatched houses were blown away. Water level rose everywhere. So any brave person also will lose heart. You will cry. What to do? Imagining you will cry. But there was a boy called Prashant. It is his story. How instead of panicking, he mustered courage and also helped the villagers of his village. This is the story. So during a disaster, you know children, bad times will come. Good times, bad times, both will come. So during bad times, you should not lose heart. You should face the situation with courage. You should not lose courage. So what happens in your generation? Children, they don't want trouble. They want happiness only. If they get first class, they come dance, arrange parties, give sweets, etc. to their friends. They want to enjoy. If they fail, they run to commit suicide. Both are wrong. A sound person is one who never becomes overjoyed with joy, and never gets oversad with sorrow. Sorrow and joy are part of life. And during difficulty only, what kind of person you are, that will be tested. So God gives us problems to test us. God wants to test us, that what kind of person you are. You are a weak person or a strong person. If you are a strong person, nothing will happen. All the difficulties will cross. If you are a weak person, you will break in life. So God has given birth in this world. It is the test of God. God, as you are appearing exam, God is also testing our courage. Okay. God is testing our courage, our resistance, and our motivation, our spirit by giving us difficulty. So mostly you see those who are good children, honest children, they face more difficulty than the bad children. Because you see in Puranas, Ravana always enjoyed, Rama always suffered. In Mahabharata, what happened? Duryodhana always enjoyed, Yudhishthira always suffered. But at last, who won? Ram won and Yudhishthira also won. So the good always wins at the last. But he suffers. So similarly, this story is also a story of Orissa. There was a severe cyclonic storm. Ersama is a place in Orissa, in Cuttack district of Orissa. There how a severe cyclonic storm came and how it destroyed the life and property of thousands of people. During this time, there was a boy called Prasad. Prasad did not lose hope. He faced the storm and he could improve the life of the people. That is the lesson from the story. The lesson is that during difficult times, if you don't lose courage, ways will open, road will open to remove the difficulty. So weathering means facing. So how the super cyclone of 1999 was faced, that is the essence. Weathering the storm in Ersama. Ersama is a place in Orissa. Ersama is the name of a place. The cyclone that hit Orissa in October 1999 killed thousands of people and devastated hundreds of villages. Devastated means destroyed. Devastated means destroyed. For 2 dreadful nights. Dreadful means fearful. Dreadful, fearful. Devastated, destroyed. On the roof of a house, Prasad, a young man, remained, was marooned. Marooned means he was left out. Write down marooned, left out. Devastated, destroyed. Dreadful means horrible. Okay. He decided to go to his village. Did he find his way? So this is the story of Prasad. A story of extraordinary courage. So you see, courage is everything. If you lose courage, no, you will lose in life. You never be defeat. Never accept defeat. Face the difficulty with courage. Difficulty will go away. On 27th October 1999, 7 years after his mother's death, Prasad had gone to the block headquarters of Ersama, a small town in coastal Orissa, some 18 kilometers from his village, to spend the day with a friend. Nobody knew that a severe cyclonic storm will come. So as usual, Prasad has gone to a friend to spend the day with him. In the evening, a dark and menacing storm. Menacing means threatening. Threatening or dangerous. Menacing. So what happened? A dangerous storm in the evening. Okay. I will write on the board. Don't worry. Okay. Devastated. Destroyed. Okay. Then you see dreadful. Dreadful is horrible. Marooned. Left out. So what happened? A devastating storm. It came. Prasad had gone simply casually to meet a friend and to spend the day there to the block headquarters from his village. So what happened? He could not return home. Why? Because there was a devastating storm which started menacingly. Quickly gathered winds beat against the houses with a speed and fury that Prasant had never witnessed before. Fury means anger. So what happened? Prasant was a boy. He had gone to a friend to a place called Ersama. Ersama is the block headquarters of a small coastal town. There he had gone to spend one day with his friend. Meanwhile, what happened? Dark clouds came in the sky and the wind became very fast, very threatening way. In a very dangerous way, the wind speed increased. Gradually, the wind speed increased and it took the shape of a very volcanic storm, and it was so severe. Heavy and incessant rain filled the darkness. Incessant is non-stop. So along with the wind, what happened? The sky was covered with dark clouds. Imagine the situation, children. That it became very, very horrible. Why? The wind speed increased gradually and took the proportion of a severe cyclonic storm. The wind speed was so much that all the old trees, those which were there for 100 years, they were also uprooted. The electric poles were uprooted. The half the houses were blown away. So the wind covered the sky, and there was also non-stop rainfall. Okay, the connection is not stable, children. Connection is not stable. Okay, don't worry. Due to connection problem, you are not able to hear properly. So you see the picture. So see the picture. They are on the rooftop. See, Prasant and his friends are on the rooftop, and what is the situation outside? You just see, you can imagine the severity of the storm. The storm was very horrible, and also the wind speed was extreme. So gradually the storm took the form of a cyclonic storm. The wind speed increased, along with the heavy rain. Dark clouds appeared in the sky. So ancient trees were uprooted and crashed into the air. Crashed means fell down. Crashed means fell. Okay. So what happened? Gradually the wind speed increased. The wind speed became too much, so much that all the ancient trees which were there for 50 years, 100 years, they were also uprooted and also crashed, fell down on the ground. Screams rent the air. Screams means cries. Screams cries. Rent means filled with. So the sky was filled with the cries of human beings, animals and birds. Okay, and houses were swiftly washed away. Swiftly means quickly. So what happened? Gradually the wind speed increased. A dark cloud appeared in the sky. There was non-stop rain, and gradually what happened? Trees fell down one by one, crashed one by one, and the shout of the people, scream of the people filled the sky, echoed the sky. So many people might have died, and also every area was filled with water. It was difficult to go out also because the areas were filled with water. Okay. So what happened? The sky was filled with clouds. The dark clouds prevailed in the sky, and there was non-stop rain. And one by one, the trees fell down on the road. Streams rent the air. As people and houses were swiftly washed away, the angry water swirled into the friend's house next to it. Swirled means moved in. So what happened? The angry waters, they moved into the friend's house. So all the members of the house, they took shelter on the rooftop. They went to the rooftop. Okay. So the building of brick and mortar was strong enough to survive the devastation of the winds 350 km per hour. Imagine the wind speed. For 80 km, we are afraid if the wind speed becomes 100. But 350 km per hour, imagine the speed of the wind and the amount of destruction it might have caused to the people. Okay. So what happened? The water entered into the house. The family members, they had no option, but they moved to the rooftop. There they stayed. Everywhere there was water, and the trees started falling down. The people started screaming, and there was utter confusion. The dark clouds were there in the sky. Rain was also non-stop. Like this, in this condition, all the people of the house, what they did, they went to the rooftop. But the cold terror of the family grew with crashing of trees and had got uprooted and fallen on the house sometime in the middle of the night, damaging its roof and walls. The house also was not spared, though it was a strong house of mortar and brick. It withstood the water, but also what happened? Some trees had fallen on the house and damaged the walls and the doors. So that night was a very terrible night for Prasad. So all the friends of Prasad, friends, family, and Prasad also, they had no option but they went to the rooftop of the house to stay there. Then you see page number 38, you please see. 37, any doubt is there? And 38, first paragraph, any doubt is there, you tell me. We will proceed to the second paragraph of same page. So it will come to you, don't worry. No, you see, it is not, children, you see, not compulsory to come to school. If you come to school, you have to give a undertaking from your parent that they are sending the children, they have no objection. So many formalities are involved, you will be told, don't worry. If you are coming to the school, who will tell you, don't worry. Okay. So, the crazy destruction wrought by the cyclone and the surge of the ocean continued for the next 36 hours. Wrought means caused. WROUGHT. I will rub and write again. Just 1 second. Okay. So what happened? Paragraph 1 we have covered the great destruction. Great means wrought, caused. So the destruction continued next day also for 36 hours. We don't know actually the details from Bombay. It will come. If children are coming to clarify doubts, they have to bring undertaking from the parent. That parents have no objection, and also they will follow the hand wash, they will wear mask. All these problems are there. We will tell you, don't worry. Don't worry. Now, for the time being, online class is safe. Online safety first, you know, children. Safety and health first, then anything else. Okay. So, wrought by the cyclone and the surge of the ocean continued for the next 36 hours, although wind speed reduced somewhat by the next morning. Surge means the movement. Surge, movement. So, the movement of the cyclonic storm and also the wind speed somewhat decreased, but there was rain. To escape the water rising in the house, Prashant and his family's member had taken refuge on the roof. So, as I told you, they in the house there was house was filled with water. So, they had gone to the roof to take shelter. Prashant will never forget the shock he experienced at his first glimpse of the devastation wrought by the super cyclone. So, glimpse means look. So, that was a memorable, dreadful night in the life of Prashant. He can never forget in his life that what was the destruction. Wrought by the super cyclone, the grey light of the early morning, a raging, deadly brown sheet of water covered everything as far as the eye could see. So it was looking like as if everything is covered with a brown sheet of paper. It was looking like as if because of the muddy water has covered everything due to the rain. So what happened? It was looking as if everything is covered with a dusty paper. It was looking like this. So, and in blotted animal carcasses and corpses. So, carcasses, corpses are saved. Both means dead bodies. Blotted means which is swollen. So in the morning, what was there? Here and there, the roads were covered with the dead bodies. The dead bodies of not only animals but also human beings. Okay. All around, even huge old trees and fallen coconut trees and fallen on the roof. This was a blessing because a tender coconut from the house kept the trapped family from starving it several days after. So, actually, the two coconut trees were the Odisha. You will see in every house there will be coconut tree, palm tree, and this drumstick tree and papaya tree. It is very common in Odisha. It will be in every house. So what happened? Two coconut trees had fallen on the roof. So that was good for the family. Why? They managed their food with coconut. How? They can drink the coconut water and the white cream. Coconut cream they can eat as food, and also water they can drink. Okay, you might have tested. It is very good. Coconut water is very good and healthy for the body, and also the coconut this cream, white teas. It is very tasty. You are using here also. It is available. So what happened? Two coconut trees had fallen on the roof, and that was a blessing in disguise. How? Because there was nothing to eat. So that was also safe food. No oil, no ghee, no masala. It is pure natural food. That's why he is telling it is a blessing in disguise. It is a blessing in disguise that two coconut trees had fallen on the roof, and the family could manage with the coconut milk. For the next 2 days, Prasad was huddled with his friends' family in the open on the rooftop. Huddled means sitting. closely. Huddle means when your legs and hands are joined together in a pressed manner. It is called huddle. Huddled. Huddle means pressing the limbs together. Hand and leg pressed together, you are sitting. This is called huddle. Okay. So in the 2 more days, he remained in the friend's house. Because everywhere there was water, it was difficult to go out. And moreover, no food is available, no water is available. Everywhere there was dead body of animals and human beings. Where will you go? That's why Prasad had no option, but he stayed in the friend's house. Okay. They froze in the cold and incessant rain. The rainwater was not washed away Prasad here. The only thought that passed through his mind was whether his family had survived the fury of the super cyclone. Was it to be bereaved once again? So his mother has died. Now he is afraid that by the time he will go to his village, his family all will be dead. Okay. So Prasad was worried about his family because he had come casually. He was marooned there, could not go to his house, and also his family was alone facing the super cyclone. That's why Prasad was worried that he was thinking about the safety of his family, and he was remembering 7 years before, I lost my mother. It should not be repeated. I should not lose all my family members. 2 days later, which seemed to Prasad like 2 years, the rain ceased. Ceased means stopped. So till 2 days, they had no option but to wait there. So after 2 days, the rainwater became less. And rainwater slowly began to recede. Recede means become less. Prasad was determined to seek out. Seek out means to search. Seek out, search. Seek out is the result one. So Prasad was now safe, but he was thinking of the safety of the family. That's why he decided to go out and see for his family when the rain became less. Okay, Prasad was determined to seek his family without further delay, but the situation was still dangerous and his friend's family pleaded with Prasad to stay back a little while longer, but Prasad knew he had to go. Pleaded means prayed. That they told if you go, what will happen, you know? You may lose your life. You may be bitten by snake, or you may be washed in the water, or you may get some infection and get some disease and die. That's why Prasad was afraid. But somehow he mustered courage because he thought all my family members are there. How I will remain here? So thinking this, Prasad started going. So what he did, he collected a sturdy stick. Stick means a strong. Sturdy means strong. So because a stick is very necessary. But for example, you are going in empty hand. A snake will come. If a stick is there, you can drive the snake. If a stick is there, something is coming to you, you may save yourself. That's why olden times, old people always carried stick. Not that they were weak, but to protect from the unknown and unseen dangers. So Prasad also equipped himself with a sturdy. Sturdy means strong. Strong stick. And then started his 18-kilometer expedition back to his village through the Solent floodwater. It was not nearby. 18 kilometers he had to walk. So he decided, I will go and I will search for my family members. Okay. It was a journey he could never forget. He constantly had to use his stick to locate the road, to determine the water and was most shallow. Shallow means not deep. Shallow. not deep. So Prashant started his journey. So he carried a big stick in his hand, and what he will do, he will measure the water, how much water is there. Accordingly, he will proceed. And many difficulties. Suppose there is a dead body coming in the stick, he will move the dead body. Then suppose there is a snake moving in the water, he can move the snake. So carrying that strong stick in the hand, Prashant started his journey. The journey was very difficult journey because the road was covered with water and there was also nowhere to go. But Prashant went with great difficulty. Suppose he will miss the way. Suppose there is water everywhere. How do you know that it is your own road? You may be misled. Somewhere else you may go. And you may be drowned in the water. That's why with the stick he was measuring the water and proceeding gently. Okay. At places it was waist deep and progress was slow. At several points he lost the road and had to swim. After some distance, he was relieved to find two friends of his uncle who were also returning to the village. They decided to move ahead together. So after moving a long way, what happened? It was difficult. Somewhere up to this water was there. Waist deep. Somewhere water will drown you. So he was swimming. Then again he is testing the water and going. So 18 kilometers he went like this, and at last he came through two people who were known to his place and they were going together. Now his courage increased. So Prashant spent 36 hours with his in his friend's house. Then he decided to go. Why? Because he was worried about the safety of his family. And he had lost his mother. Now he was thinking, I will lose my father if I remain here. So he started for his village. The friends, family members were telling him not to go because there is danger to his life. So what he did, he collected a big strong stick. So with the stick he started the journey. How he was using the stick? So what he was doing, he was measuring the water. Wherever the water was not deep enough, he was proceeding. So he also lost the way many times. So if water is deep, he had to swim. And sometimes some difficulty will come, he will remove with the stick. So in this way, at last, he came across two people who were known to him. And together they continued their journey. Clear? So any doubt is there, you please tell me any word meaning or anything that we will proceed. At several points he lost the road because as I told you it was difficult to locate the road because you may lose the road in many points. Everywhere there was water and he came across horrible scenes of dead bodies and of snakes and of many difficulties. He was crossing one by one and going. Okay, as they waded through. Waded means walking through the water is called wading. W-A-D-I-N-G. It's called walking through water. So he was wading through the water. The scenes they witnessed grew more and more macabre. Macabre means fearsome. Gradually more fearsome scenes came on his way. Okay, as they crossed the road, they saw many fearsome scenes. What were they? They had to push away many human bodies, men, women, children, and carcasses of dogs, goats, and cattle that were currently swept against them as they moved ahead. So as they were moving, dead bodies of animals like goat, like dog, like cat were coming and sticking to their body. And also dead body of man, women, children, they were coming and sticking to their body. So they were pushing them away from their body, away. Okay. So in every village that they passed, they could barely see a house standing. So there was not a house. House was not seen at all. The road has become totally plain, no house. So Prasad cried aloud because he thought his family members all have destroyed. Why? Because many dead bodies are coming. It may happen that my near and dear also died in the storm. Prashant now wept loud and long. He was sure that his family could not have survived the catastrophe. Catastrophe means a tragedy. Catastrophe is a tragedy. Catastrophe. Tragedy. So this was a great tragedy because you will be alone in the world. All your near and dear will die. Okay. So it was a great catastrophe. He was thinking. So when we came across dead bodies of animals, of human beings, of the men, women, children, he wept aloud, cried aloud. Why? Because he thought all my family members might have died. Okay, gone to the word meanings you see. Okay, so he cried aloud because there was 99% chance that his family members were dead. Now what happened? Prashant spent almost 2 days in his friend's house. Then he decided to go to his village. He was advised not to go, and they requested him to stay because there was danger to his life. He might be bitten by a snake. He might lose his way. He may get some infection and die. So many dangers are there. But Prashant decided to go because he wanted to see his family members, and moreover his mother was dead. He does not want to lose all the family members. So he collected a strong stick and started in the water. So this stick was of great help to him. How? Somewhere where the water was deep, he was measuring the water and going. Number one. Number two, if there is any obstacle on the road, he was able to remove the obstacle with the help of the stick. So somewhere there was waist high water, somewhere the water was very deep, so Prashant had to swim and proceed. Okay. Then also many dead bodies struck to his body while going. The dead bodies of goats, cats, dogs, they were sticking to him, and he was shifting them, shifting them. And also dead body of human beings like men, women, children sticking to his body. So he cried aloud, and he was sure that in his house nobody is alive, so all might have been dead. So luckily he met two acquaintances. are known people by which his going became little bit easy, because together, if two heads are better than one, because two three people are there, they will have more courage and problem solving tactics. They can use their brain. So doing like this, he proceeded and went. So many villages were there, but there was no sign of village, only there was water, and also the area has become plain. Eventually, Prasad reached his village. Eventually means at last, Prasad reached his village. What is the name of his village? Kalikut. Kalikut is the name of the village of Prasad. He reached there. His heart went cold. Where their home was once put, there was only remnants of his roof. Remnants means the remains. The home was not he was not able to trace. Only the roof was there. Some of the belongings were caught, mangled, and twisted in the branches of trees just visible. Young Prasad decided to go to the Red Cross Center to look for his reference. You know, Red Cross is an international organization that helps the people by charity, by giving food, by giving shelter. They are helping. So he went to Red Cross. Okay, because they have made a temporary shelter where the people affected by super cyclone were taking shelter, so he decided to go there and find out this thing. Okay, so up to this, any doubt is there? Just you go through, simply don't tell NGO, yes. NGO means non-government organization. NGO, yes. No doubt. So what was the name of Prasant's village? Who will say? What was the name of Prasant's village? Who can tell? What was the name of Prasant's village? Who can tell? No, it is Kalikud. Ersema is the place, block headquarters. Kalikud. Name of the block is Ersema. Followed. Village name was Kalikud. Kaliauda. Kalikud. Not Kalikud. Kalikud. Yes. Manali is right. Kalikud. Who died in Prasant's family 7 years back? Ansumina, correct. Who died in Prasant's family 7 years back? He's not here. Prasad is a boy. His mother. Okay. What difficulties Prasad came across while crossing the waters? What difficulty Prasad came across while crossing the water? What difficulty Prasad came across while crossing the waters? What were the difficulties? In another words, Okay, some connection problem is there, children. We are trying to reconnect. The connection is not stable. Okay, just you bear with us. Now it's all right, no? All right, now. What difficulty? Yes, while crossing the water, Prashant looked many dead bodies and sighted them with a tongue. Yes, yes. And he also measured the water with the stick. So all these things you will write. Then so at last Prashant reached his village. Okay. So this was a natural disaster, a cyclonic storm, and that has uprooted the trees. So you see page number 39. Page number 39, the incident is Prashant's reunion with his family. Prashant meets his family. Very good, very good. Manali is right. Now you see, children, page number 39. Prashant reached his family. Among the first people he saw in the crowd was his maternal grandmother. Weak with hunger, she rushed to him, her hands outstretched, her eyes gleaming. It was a miracle. Miracle means it was a magic. How? The difficulty is such. Many people died, but how an old lady who was weak and sick could survive? So she came and embraced Prashant. They had long given him up means they thought that she is dead. Who? The maternal grandmother. You have two grandmothers. One is called paternal, your father's mother. Paternal, your mother's mother is maternal. Clear? Father's mother is paternal grandmother. Mother's mother was maternal grandmother. So he came across the maternal grandmother. So they had given up her dead. So they had thought she had died. Okay. She did not die.
नहीं वो एक मैडम को लेने का क्लास उसका उनको ही आप पढ़ लिया जब
Okay. So any other doubt is there, you please post to me. So where Prashant decided to search for her? In the Red Cross shelter. So Red Cross is an international charitable organization. It is extending help to the victims of flood, victims of cyclone, victims of earthquake, natural disaster, even war. War also many victims are there. International Red Cross Society helps them. So it is a helping society. So where was her grandmother? She was in the Red Cross center. Quickly word spread and his extended family gathered around him and hugged him tight in relief. Hugged him means held him tightly. So gradually the news spread that Prashant has come. So that's why all the members of his family, one by one, they came and gathered around him. His brother and sister, his uncles and aunts, they all seem to be there. So Prashant anxiously scanned the motley. Motley means small crowd. How? He wanted everybody's safety. Page number 39, last paragraph you see. Page number 39, last paragraph. You see, I am teaching from there. Quickly word spread means quickly everybody could know that Prashant has come, he is alive. So they one by one his small family came and they hugged him. And he searched one by one, and his brother and sister, his uncles and aunts, they all seemed to be there. He was very happy that nobody has died. Nobody has died. All the members of his family were safe. Now page number 40 we will do in the next class. Okay. So children, I will tell the summary of the page number up to page number 39. From page number 37. So the story is about a super cyclonic storm in October 1999 which devastated and destroyed Orissa. So it killed thousands of people and animals, and hundreds of villages were all destroyed. So at that time, how Prasant, a young boy, he saved the people and also helped him with courage. This is the story. So Prasant's own village is Kalikut. He had gone on 27th October 1999. He had gone to the block headquarters to a friend. So what happened when he was in the friend's house? Gradually what happened? The sky became dark and also a severe cyclonic storm broke out. Gradually the wind speed increased and big trees were uprooted. Prasant could not go. He took shelter in the house of the friend. So gradually what happened? Flood water increased and entered into every house. So that's why they had no option but to go to the rooftop and stay there. So during their stay, throughout the night, they could hear the noise of crashing trees and screams. People were dying here and there. The wind was causing destruction. So the destruction continued for 36 hours. So they only could see some houses in the far. In the morning when there was light, they could see that many dead animals and dead human beings were falling here and there, and trees had fallen. Luckily what happened? 2 coconut trees have fallen on the roof of Prasant. All the members of Prasant and Prasant and his friends' house, family member, they made use of the coconut tree. They used its water as drink and its cream as food. They survived for 2 days. So for 2 days they remained on the rooftop. Now Prasant decided, third day the rain became less and water also became less. So Prasant decided to go to his village. So he was told not to go by his friends, father and mother and his friend, but he didn't listen. He wanted to see his dear and near. So what he did, he collected a strong stick and started his journey for 18 kilometers. There was great difficulty on the way. He came across many obstacles. Sometimes also he lost the way, but he did not lose his heart. He went on. At last he met the 2 acquaintances. With them, he crossed the road and reached the village. So when he went to the Red Cross shelter, he saw his maternal grandmother. He was very happy, and gradually all the members of his family came one by one. Prasant got his members alive. He was very happy. So up to this today, module 2 will teach sometime next period, maybe on Monday. Till then, children, have a nice day. Any doubt is there, you please text to me. Enjoy the day ahead. Continue reading and writing. Goodbye. Okay, thank you once. Nanali, thank you. Okay. Okay, children, you are not getting bored at home, no? Enjoy at home. Help your mothers in cooking. Help your fathers in marketing. Okay. God has given us the opportunity to help our parents. Please help your parents when you are creating time. Girls can help their mother. Boys can help their fathers. Very good. Okay, children. Nice. Okay, have a nice day.